What is up, everyone? So you're gonna love this, right? Or anyone who will probably watch this in the future. So I started streaming because there was an event live at Newark International on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 through the VATSIM network. Which, if you don't know what the VATSIM network is, it's basically a realism of a flight network where ATCs and pilots fly on there and create a realistic life experience, right? Well, I'm sitting there streaming, and I'm watching it, and you know, we had a bunch of traffic. I mean, the amount of traffic that was here at Newark before was insane. Absolutely ridiculous amount of traffic, right? And I go and check on YouTube because I want to see, okay, you know, how's the stream looking, right? Because I'm new with OBS. That's what we're using to stream. I'm new with it. I wanted to make sure I had all my settings dialed in. This is actually a reinstall on this computer. By the way, we have some people taking off here runway 4 left, and this is Ash 5049 heading to Boston Logan International. Anyway, and passing right in front of us here is United Airlines. Or actually, that's kind of confusing because that is not a 777. That is something totally different. I'm in a 777, right? So unless my sizing's off, and that's definitely not a 777. Right? And this actually looks like an A350. So that's an A350. For some reason, traffic between, even though I turned off live traffic or offline traffic, it should just be VATSIM traffic right now. It is very much showing aircraft that don't belong here. Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. I was streaming, and I was like, oh man, you know, I'm streaming. You know, there was a whole bunch of aircraft here. It was insane. The amount of traffic that was in the air departing. Even now, Newark has 22 pending departures, 11 en routes, and 11 arrivals about to happen. But I was streaming. I went on YouTube to look at the stream and see how I was doing, and like actually watch the video. Like, does it look good? Right? Is it centered? Is everything all right? And I was streaming on the wrong channel. I had like a throwaway channel in my Google account, right? That yeah, that wasn't real. So I just missed all this awesome content. So y'all just have to take my word for it that this place was lit. So FedEx 417 about to take runway, I'm assuming 4 left there. We have the United Airlines 661. Again, that's a 777. He's supposed to be in front of us, but again, all we see is the A350. Although it might actually be these guys, because now when I look at it, right, these guys are basically sitting at runway, this is Victor, right? So one is behind Victor, one is ahead of Victor. So I think it's just the flight simulator is showing me the wrong aircraft. This does look like a, now that I actually think about it, that does look like a 777. Yep, I'm just kind of stupid, I think. Yeah, 4 doors, massive engine. Yep, okay, never mind. Yeah, 3 wheels. Yep, okay. I was lying. That's a 777 over there, right? That's the 850, the 350, right? So the 777 is the United Airlines 661. He is behind the other 777. That's FedEx 417 to Memphis, and then the United Airlines 661 is going to Chicago O'Hare, and then SAS Airlines is going to Stockholm in the A350-900. So, wow, you know, you got some people going everywhere, right? You got somebody go to Tennessee, you got somebody go to Massachusetts or Chicago, right? So they're going to Illinois, and of course the last one is heading back over to Stockholm, to Sweden. And yeah, so we are basically sitting in the glorious, beautiful 777, 200ER. And what an incredible aircraft. I mean, again, you know, seeing it in sim life is really cool and all, but like, if you ever see one of these things in real life, it really doesn't do it justice how fucking massive this aircraft really is. I mean, there it goes. All right, FedEx, get us our packages. I believe in you. There's probably a lot of people in Memphis who are expecting packages, or maybe you're going to pick up. You never know. You might be doing both. So, all right. There we go. So United Airlines over here, the one we're staring at directly, they're going to Boston as well. So by the way, today has been a shitload of Boston flights, and I have a theory for why that is, right? So obviously we're in the tri-state area here, and so when you're in this beautiful tri-state area, right, Newark is one, Philadelphia is another. I don't know who the hell just took off there. That's not actually a real person. That's just AI traffic for whatever goddamn reason it's there. But yeah, so anyway, Boston has been one of the biggest sources or destinations of a lot of this traffic. Why? My theory is Boston is that airport that, number one, is actually really fun to fly into, right? If you've ever been to Boston in real life, wow, the photogrammetry is playing some games right now. Or not even the gammetry or photogrammetry, but the rendering of it. There goes United Airlines 661. Have a great flight, Chicago O'Hare bound. And in front of us, of course, United Airlines 1536. That's the guy heading over to Boston. And then obviously, we've actually got another one that is not showing up. He's going to Denver, Colorado. So maybe he'll spawn here in front of us at some point. Anyway, my theory behind Boston is not only is it an awesome airport to land and take off from, if you've ever been there, the view, if you get a chance to go on like a ferry or something in the bay, absolutely do it. The airplanes take off pretty much right above you as you pass the end of the runway. Really, really awesome. But my theory is that everyone flies to Boston in the tri-state area on FlightSim because it is, number one, adults on a Sunday or Saturday, which Sunday is today. They're sitting there, trying to find a way to get a quick flight in, and Boston is a great way to do a 1 hour, basically 1 hour and a half from takeoff to landing, including full flight deck setup. So it's great for people who have chores and other shit to do on the weekend. And number two, because it's a quick flight, right? And it's one of the great destinations you can do within an hour and a half before your Flight Simulator 2024 inadvertently crashes and kills your whole fun on final, right? So you actually get a chance to get there. Anywhere, there's SAS on the roll, rotating, and into the air they go. Go ahead and get to Sweden. No more giving out Nobel Peace Prizes to pieces of shit who will give it to even greater pieces of shit. Our president. There they go. And now we have United Airlines 1536 Boston bound with, of course, COA 47 in the MD-11 behind them going to Colorado. That is not a goddamn MD-11. There was an MD-11 here, but he's departed. So, as far as how many airplanes on the ground are real, well, there's a 777 over here. That white 777 is a real pilot. That pilot is bound for Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm assuming he's a FedEx plane, so FedEx 139. And then off to the other side, we've got two aircraft that are real. So all the way over there somewhere. Let's stand to see. Stand. Oh. There they go. I really got to look at my textures. Anyway, over here somewhere is a real pilot. So I'm trying to actually see who the hell it is. And I think it's actually this. Well, hold on. Looking at the stands, this is a stand. That one. It's number 4. Maybe it's the A330. Let me see. Who is he? It's American Airlines A320 going to Chicago O'Hare. He's parked up there. Whatever. Doesn't matter. He's bricked up there somewhere. And then there's actually another one all the way, not there. The guy taxiing towards us is Delta Airlines, so he's quite a bit far away. Over here somewhere is parked up a American Airlines 1936 with no flight. Originally from Seattle, but no flight. So we have no idea what they're doing. And we've got our Denver bound friends on the takeoff roll. Have a good flight, be safe. Good simulation with you. So now that we're actually streaming to the right channel, we missed a lot of the fun, which is kind of a disappointment. But 'tis what it is. We will survive. I was really, really hoping I can. Nice. Love these views. Nice. Wow. Okay. The tow. Great. Yeah. That's exactly where it belongs for sure. I was really hoping to actually get a tower view, but I don't think they're gonna let me realistically. Although there is a camera drone, so yeah, that's right. This is really what I wanted. So let's go look around, right? So there's the 777. Oh, he's getting ready to go, bro. You pulled out like that. Damn, your pushback was not great. It's okay, man. I get it. It's not easy. Like, get yourself a pushback plug-in, please, because you almost just busted this United Airlines aircraft out. So they're going to Atlanta. So, you know, safe flight there. Let's go see if we can find the other members here. Now, I'm not trying to dox anybody, right? But this is all public information, so it's not like I'm really going out and murdering their privacy. So let's look at it here, right? So I'm in stand 13, right? That's where I'm sitting. Stand 13 here. And then if we follow the taxiway towards where that is supposed to be, and we come across here, right? And then you can see the behind one. And so if I continue basically going this way, that is not where we want to go. So we want to go towards here where the aircraft are. So if we come towards here and we kind of look at these different areas, once we come up right up in here, we should be able to see who the hell it is. You seem out of place, my friend. You seem out of place. But this is not a 320. And VATSIM is saying that it is a 320. But they're an American Airlines airplane, so is it Qatar? I don't think it is, my friend. I wonder if it's this non-livery aircraft. So I really got to work on the vPilot settings, the model matching that it does. I'm actually going to do a little rescan right now. So if no suitable model can be found, use this model instead. Okay, so, well, I don't know what the hell's going on there. That's fine. It's all fine. But, yeah, so, pretty sure, yeah, it is. Look, American Airlines 1936. So there he is, right? Which is actually weird because the 1936, that is not where VATSIM thinks he is. Like, holy shit, that is completely off. VATSIM thinks he's off somewhere all the way over there. And just to make sure I'm not crazy, because, again, like, some of this stuff sometimes it's a little off. So, like, for example, right here, this would be RB, right? So, Roger, Bravo, whatever the fuck you would call it, right? So, RB, which I don't even know what RB is. It's a taxiway. Well, whatever. A1, A2. This is what's really confusing me sometimes about FlightSim, is that, like, some of these really do not line up. Like, A2 is not over there, right? A2, technically speaking, A2 is all the way on the other side of the airport. If I remember correctly, like, I'm looking here, A8, RD is over there, yeah, see, some of these are really off. Like, for example, it says here that this runway is supposed to be, or this taxiway here is supposed to be A11, right? Now, I don't know if I'm wrong, but this is A2, right? And then let's see what the hell we've got here. This is UP, you're on A, right? This is RA, and then B is over there, supposedly. It's actually not. So I have no clue what in God's name is going on here, because none of this lines up to what it's supposed to be, right? This is supposed to be RA over here. A1 is supposed to be down here. Again, A1 is not down here. A11, that's what this is supposed to be, right? This is supposed to be A11. And so, completely off. This, just building's gone. Nobody cares, right? No need for a building. Now, again, I'm just using default textures, but it really just kind of reminds you, like, hey, some of this stuff is kind of off, right? Like, this is not real, right? You can tell, you know, ASX GSA, it's not it, right? These all have the same call sign. So, oh, this is just, you know, generated crap, which, again, I have AI generation off, so that should not be happening whatsoever. The City Hopper for KLM, again, City Hopper, cool. This A320 Airbus, again, this is all default, right? Like, no question about it. The only one that's real here is the one that's currently having coitus with Air India. Oh, that's an old livery, even though it's just the generic 757. Qatar Airlines, you've got a PMTG 737 looking thing here, but it's not PMTG, right? That's just the native livery. Roads over here or work areas looking like shit. That's actually pretty real life looking, because that's exactly the kind of shit it looks like in real life, if you've ever been to Newark. So yeah. Now, you know, we've got Delta Airlines heading up to runway 4 left. So why don't we do some creep-tastic stuff here? You know, we're gonna be creeps. We're gonna follow our friends very closely. FedEx 139 is still sitting there, fucking cockeyed. I don't know. Again, maybe he can't get his airplane to move. I'm not gonna make fun of him because I've been there. We've all been there. It's been shit. Now, I don't think I can climb or do anything while in this drone view, so we're just going to go ahead and follow our friend. I don't know if he's holding short or what he's doing, but we will watch you, sir. So your flying better be of high quality, or you and I are going to be in trouble. We're going to be exposing. No, I'm not going to expose you again. Please, you know, whenever I say stuff like this, please don't actually think I want to be a bully to these people. I'm totally joking. I would never want to do that. I'm already self-conscious enough on VATSIM, being worried to hell about making sure I'm using the right language and terminology, and, you know, not sounding like a complete noob whenever I'm talking to somebody on VATSIM. So, please, don't actually make fun of people like this. You know, we're just being silly with them. Follow them out here. Well, listen, pal, I know there's no traffic right now. I don't think there's anybody on final. So, like, what are we doing? Why are we just sitting? When are you going to head out? Now, again, we're going to be nice, patient people. He's going to Boston. He's been online 29 minutes. Or she. I think it's a guy who has the name, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, Newark actually kind of died out. Holy crap, Newark died out. So, maybe let's go find a different airport, even though there's a lot of people coming into Newark. There's supposed to be a lot of people in and out. But these are just scheduled flight numbers, right? It doesn't mean anything. VATSIM itself, oddly enough, really kind of died out. So I'm really trying to find where all the airplanes are. There's quite a bit going on in Miami. Why don't we look at this together? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Let me see if I can get you this window here. So, yeah, as you can see, quite a bit of traffic. ATL, right? Some of the people that left here go to the ATL. And then, let's see what else. We've got people in Chicago. Chicago's looking pretty busy. There's a few people in line. Actually, hell, it is kind of busy. We might head over to Chicago and go look at that real quick. How many souls on board, sir? Hey, your landing gear in the front is not touching the ground. You should contact the mechanic about that. Oh no, it is on the ground. It is just dragging you along, though. Are you going to hold short? I mean, you've been holding short, so. And look, you can even see where, like, the photogrammetry, I think, I don't know if it was the photogrammetry or what happened, but, like, it caught the runway markings, but then the game adds their own markings on. So, like, everything is just being, 2024, man. I actually started playing 2024. Anyone who plays FlightSim knows that 2024 was kind of a meh version in the beginning. The reason I started playing 2024 right away was because I was actually getting a really good, much improved VR performance in 2024 compared to 2020. Right out of the box, it was significantly better. So, you know, that's why I had it that way. But now, as I look at this more, I realize that maybe it's not so good. So I don't know how much of that you saw, but this is what I was talking about. So highlighted here. All right, my friend, line up. Oh boy. Okay, good. You are gonna line up properly, sort of. Aye. Is he gonna go take off thrust at this angle? Please don't. Listen, again, I'm not gonna make fun of you, bro. You're doing your best, but like, please be careful. 777 is now ready to go, so it looks like the pushback issue or whatever's happening there, he's got it sorted out. It's okay. Again, anyone who watches this, if you think I'm just being a jerk off and making fun of these people, you wouldn't believe the shit I've done in Flight Simulator. That was just borderline fucking embarrassing. All the way from doing things backwards, wrong runways, wrong taxiways, you know, making other people go around. I've done it all, right? Here's my airplane, sitting all pretty like. Yeah, anyway. Bro, listen, take your time, but like, that guy's gonna be mad if you make a complaint. He's gonna go eventually. Just like stuck in space. Brother. Maybe he did. Maybe it's just a game. Because he looks... Oh, nope, it's not the game. No. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, you're gonna kill everyone on board. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, dude. How much of the runway did you use? He's not up yet. Oh. Holy fucking shit. I think he went off the runway. Okay. Well, again, we're not making fun. We listen and we don't judge, or whatever the saying is. We listen and we don't pass any judgment. Okay. So, again, we've all had our moments. That's okay. Let's watch what our 777 friend here does. What's up, brother? How you doing? Airport security. Just coming in and seeing what the fuck you do. Lovely aircraft, by the way. I really like the white, man. Nobody needs the markings. They don't care about brand affiliations here, so good for you. Even if you are fans. right? Dude, are you lining up? No. No, don't line up. Dude, there's somebody on final. No! What the hell just happened there? Okay, so it looks like the game is like... What the... Did you guys see that shit? Bro, the whole short line is back here. Oh my god. Dude, like, rule 1 of flying, don't try to pull out into an active runway. Again, holy shit. But, you know, again, it's a game, right? It's fine. It's all fine. But that was concerning. Again, looks like the game is still blending VATSIM and not VATSIM traffic, where at least it's trying to, like that airplane that just came in on final, right, that just landed, it seems like they had a ghost, right? So it almost seems like the game is kind of inadvertently ghosting them, because one, the airplane that was generic, no livery, was the actual airplane, and it was tailed by like a generic, you know, whatever, generic Boeing livery, right? Livery. Alright, brother. Okay. Again, we listen and we don't judge. We watch and we don't judge. And that's what we're going to do here. I keep saying that as I judge. But, you know, again, this is all good criticism. This is reminding me of what not to do, right? Again, reminder. This is the person talking to you who has done some horrific things when it comes to... Here we go. Okay, here we go. Right rudder pedal. A little bit of right rudder. Right rudder, bro. Oh my god. Right rudder. Right rudder. You're gonna kill me. Oh, I can't keep up with him anymore. Safe travels, bro. Oh my god, there's somebody on the runway. Again, it's just a game. Doesn't matter. That's not real. He did nothing wrong there. Okay, so. See, like... He took off over here. A 777 that was probably heavily loaded took off just fine. What's this? What is this? Who are you? This is definitely a human doing that dumb shit. I don't think any FlightSim AI is doing barrel rolls in a private jet. I could be wrong. Alright guys, well, we've had our fun here. We've had our fun. Holy shit. Okay, well, let's go find a different airport to check out. Oh my god, dude. This has been so real. So we're going to try to find our next destination. Our final destination, so to speak. So, we're trying to see who has the most traffic. Because like, we want to have stuff to watch. Now, Miami looks like it's living it up, right? Miami is always rocking. But not really. They just have basically a few departures heading out. We want to see traffic in and out, right? We want diversity. And I think the ATL might be the way to it, but again, a lot more aircraft parked than I expected. So maybe not that one necessarily. EWR, lots of traffic around, but not much going on here other than the people there, maybe that one's not a good candidate for it. Boston. Boston is probably jumping at this point. Yeah, okay. Boston's got it going on a little bit. You know, there's some shit happening. We got 2 airplanes on file there. We've got some people coming in through Roebuck, actually. If you don't know, this person pretty much just flew the Roebuck approach, which really fun approach. You know, nice step down, nice and simple along the coastline, nothing too crazy. Great for beginners. Really get your feet wet. Now, you would think that the biggest concentration of traffic is within ATC areas, right? So, you know, I mean, DFW, you know, Dallas-Fort Worth might be, Dallas-Fort Worth might be the place. Denver, not much going on there on the ground. I never actually played with that. I gotta like play with some of this stuff. So, at least in the United States, it seems like we got quite a bit going on here, but not much other than, you know, some traffic at SFL for sure. You know, some people are here, they're chilling. Somebody here is on a takeoff going to LAX. So there's just not as much going on as it seems. It's really weird. I guess, you know, people are busy. Right? But lots of there's like a whole string of people going on a rally. So this is probably like a group of people actually, because they're all going around. It's weird because all these guys are going to Raleigh, but yeah. Man, they literally took off all. I always find it funny when you see stuff like this, because like you know they're all together. Like, why would you all leave Raleigh and basically follow each other? And it's all Southwest, so this is probably a virtual airline. All Southwest. It's probably what's going on. Really trying to watch the jetways here and see where. Okay, we got some people down over here. Pensacola. Again, the ATL is looking busy, but not much is going on there. A little overseas. What's the greatest concentration? So lots in America, a lot of en routes, right? A lot of people going places. But England is actually, shit, that's not good. A lot of Heathrow. You know what? Heathrow might be the place. And then obviously, I'm always partial that Lisbon is always wonderful, but Lisbon's kind of really good shit. So why don't we go watch some nighttime stuff? Let's head over to London Heathrow, and then maybe we'll even go. Stop. When it does this. Just reload that. Let's go over to Heathrow. Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't know why that's happening. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. So let's go and end this flight. Get our asses over to Heathrow and see what's up there. And then, you know, the key is always to position yourself. If you're going to do any plane spotting, you want to position yourself right at as close as you can to that incoming runway, right? And so most of the traffic is 27 left right now. So we probably want to position ourselves right around Terminal 2A. That's probably going to be your best bet for actually seeing some action, right? So if you come over to Heathrow over here, you know, so we want to kind of put ourselves like, I don't know, like here, you know. But you got to take a heavy gate if you're in a big airplane, which I am. Not that it matters, truly, because I'm not flying. But again, you don't want to be the jerk off that decided to park a massive airplane in an area that is not meant for that airplane, because then you might be in the way of a taxiway. You might just annoy people. Wow, nice and dark. Yes. Okay. Computer pooping itself. So for those that don't know, again, I'm on a 14700K. This is a 14700K 4080 Super, both overclocked, 32 gigs RAM, plenty machine to run this. But I also have everything on really high settings, and we're in 2K, and we're capturing it in 2K, right? So we're putting some beef on it right now. We're being a little rude to the aircraft. So that would be why. But still, like, this is one of those things that really gets to you about FlightSim. It gets to everyone, is that I'm not trying to toot my own horn, because like this is really the first time in my life that I've built a computer this good, and it's not even the greatest. This is like medium high tier, I'd probably say. Like you're in the high tier, but you're at the low end of the high tier. But it still goes to show you, right? Like, this is a lot of texture getting loaded, a lot of processing to do, especially if you have a big complex aircraft like this. I'm probably actually not doing myself anything good by having an actual PMDG massive airplane loaded. I don't know why I'm doing that. So instead, we're actually going to come out here and we're just going to go with something a little bit more mindful, like the A320 Leap, right? But again, I'm not actually flying. So, you know, when you're going to do that, just, I'm just being dumb about it. Like, go ahead and load in something gentle, right? Something calm, something easy, because then you can actually enjoy, and I'm going to take up a gate for no reason, but, you know, if you come in with something a little easier, the computer should probably perform a lot better. So let's try that first. Sure. Plane British Airways is on the runway, currently taking off, runway 27 left, which is fine. We're going to get back to our view. You can stay covered up here. It looks like it barely did anything for the frame rate. So, and this thing is just struggling to load some of this shit. I don't know why it's being like this, but again, maybe it has something to do with the quality that we're capturing at. Somebody has a Concorde out here, and they're actually going to do the flight. Oh my god, this is incredible. Hold on. I got to go find this person. We need... Okay, if you don't believe me, because you might not believe me that this is very real. So there he is, right? Number one, look how cool VATSIM is. It actually, like almost every other airplane, they basically follow either you have a small airplane that looks like that, or you have a bigger, heavy airplane that looks like that. You know, GA looks a little bit that, hopefully they're not that far off center line. But yes, the Concorde itself gets its own icon, and this guy legitimately is flying the London to JFK route that it went on, right? That it customarily, the Concorde flew in Air France. Or British Airways, sorry. Whoever had the... You see, this is why I'm not supposed to be talking. But, that's awesome. You are super cool, dude. Or lady, whoever you are. I'm very impressed by the fact that you're actually going to do that flight. Hopefully it doesn't go like the real one did. And you make it to the other side safe and sound. I hope that's what happens for you. Now, I am a little annoyed because, again, performance is really, really kind of eating it right now. But I'm more annoyed that I can't get back into the drone camera. I want to be able to watch these airplanes come in. And there's two airplanes on final, an AT-76 behind an A320 coming in. Actually, the A320 is inbound from Porto, Portugal, which, by the way, if you do not know, I am Portuguese. I was born in Portugal. I spent most of my childhood in Portugal before I came here to the United States. So that, my friend, is actually really cool, right? Somebody came from Porto, and they flew into Heathrow. So we're going to try to figure out where the hell this camera is, because I can't really... Obviously, it's none of this, but I can't really select anything. I don't know why it's even saying cockpit. Yep, camera system's broken. Okay. Well, let me see if there's a shortcut to get this. Drone, camera, MSFS 2024. Ooh, Shift X. That's all I need to do. Does it work? They lied to me. Drone camera does not work. Does it? Nope, I'm still just a fucking human. Okay. Let me see. Is it a keybind? Like, I'm assuming so. Oh, wow. I'm actually really impressed that, not really impressed, but like, it's kind of cool that they actually thought like, hey, let's add a drone here, because like that's how you get good pictures. You can set up cameras that way, I'm sure. So yeah, this is really cool. But like, how about we just talk about getting the drone first? So translate, rewind, set a target, attach, top-down view. How do you do that? Okay. So, you know, we know it's there. Cool. Now to actually switch to it. Yeah, it is Shift X. So why is that not working? Do I have to be like in the airplane? Really? You got to be in the airplane to do it. Okay, that was kind of dumb. That's fine. So now that we are actually here, we are along the main runways, right? So we should be seeing some goodness here. Now somebody's on approach to runway 27 right. So if we just look for them, hopefully that would set our bearings here. But I don't see them. It literally, it's just death. It's just darkness. So where's this airplane coming in? Alright, so all this is going on. Right? I'm pretty sure I'm in the right place. This should be 27 left. 27 right. I don't see any airplane that came in. Yep. 27. So somebody should have landed over there just now. And they did not. Ugh, man. I also wonder though if AeroTune is messing with me and like getting rid of any aircraft. It should be mainly level of detail changes, but I'm gonna shut it off. AeroTune is a really cool tool. It's a free tool. It has a paid tier, a supporter tier if you want to unlock some more analysis features. But essentially, AeroTune is a actively oh, just made a mess here. AeroTune is basically an application that constantly monitors the performance of your simulator and then will tweak the terrain and object level of detail, among other things. I'm gonna actually bring this down just because like I really hate that it's stuttering. Usually, believe it or not, when you're flying, it does not stutter. It actually is relatively smooth. But I guess with all the shit going on here, it's I have no clue. Anyway, the point being is, I'm not seeing any real traffic, which is concerning because we're supposed to be, like right now, British Airways is lining up runway 27 right. We don't see that unless we're just not close enough and it's not spawning it. There is an aircraft here that's supposed to be real. That's not them, even though you would think it is because of the way they're parked. But there's nobody here. No British Airways. There's nobody doing a takeoff roll. Oh. No. Oh. There's this thing going there, but that's not even it. So, yeah. This really sucks, man. Because now, we're not actually getting to see real aircraft. And it kind of makes me wonder if, you know, let me actually go see real quick. You know, vPilot, VATSIM traffic, right? MSFS 2024 settings. So how should we be doing that? So in set traffic type to off and multiplayer to off. Okay, so we didn't do the multiplayer off. Maybe we're seeing those extra aircraft. And then we should go to settings, general graphics, right? And we should do parking quantity and everything else. Let me see. Parked airplane quantity off, or quantity. And air traffic quantity. Okay. You're supposed to do that. Right? Apply there, right? That's done. And then install the I actually did. I thought I did the base models in the injector. I guess I did not. Hey, would you look at that? Holy shit, that's a lot. Okay, well, whatever. Go do it. And then the injector. We'll probably do that once that's done. So let's get out of here and see if that helped us at all, at least with like what aircraft we're seeing, if we're seeing any VATSIM traffic at all. Because at least now we'll know. So number one, there's a British Airways 323 that's supposed to be coming inbound right here. There's nobody there, right? So that's wrong. Completely wrong. There's nothing going on. There's somebody that's supposed to be over here near 27 left. They are not there. It looks like somebody got in a crash. Is it an ambulance? No, it's just announced lights. Yeah, it's a fuel truck. Okay, so something ain't right here, guys. Let's go ahead and end the flight. Maybe we got to restart the simulator too, because that's completely wrong. Right? There's nobody there. And just to be sure, right? Like I'm gonna park up right here at 27. Right? There's somebody on takeoff roll. So like here, let's go to that. All right, take up a large ramp just for us. It's like getting a large pizza just for yourself. Like, how awesome. So maybe now we'll actually see some traffic. We got to go in the airplane, remember, if we want to do anything. And then for some reason we got to be here. So drone mode, up we go, in the air, any traffic. So we're supposed to be looking at, again, an airplane just landed, British Airways. Where's British Airways? Nowhere to be found. You know what? Let's actually reset. Yeah, you know what? Let's just reset vPilot. Let's turn it off. Launch it again. Connect. Server mode. Okay. Now we're hey, there we go. There's okay. Yes, Air France. Now we're finally seeing stuff. So that sucked. Okay, so Air France down there, 25 Romeo is going to Charles de Gaulle et la France. Oui, je parle un peu de français. Je ne parle le français très bien, mais j'aime les France. J'aime la France. No, les France, but la France, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, there we are. British Airways just arrived. They came in from Grantley Adams, which I have no clue where that is. Maybe Ireland, Scotland, some other place. I don't know. Okay, so now we're getting real traffic. There's British Airways coming in from Palma de Mallorca, which is in Spain, if I remember correctly. And then we've actually got somebody who just did a missed approach or is doing touch and goes in an AT-76. But I'm pretty sure they actually just missed approach because they came from Isle of Man, right? Isle of Man, very cool, very cute. British Airways in the British Airways 112 A380-800 is on their way to Amsterdam Schiphol. So Schiphol, they're going there. So, you know, kind of slow here in England. Kind of slow. Let's go back over to America real quick and see what's hopping there. What's popping. So Newark's got some stuff going on. We've got somebody on takeoff roll heading to Chicago. That's American Airlines 3170. We've we've got a few United pilots down there, so 3 United flights to Boston Logan. Damn, and one just landed from Montana. Bozeman, Gallatin, I think. Maybe, not sure. And then yeah, very cool. Okay, so that is EWR. As always, Philly is dead. Let's check out DCA. How's DCA doing? Not one guy at DCA, Republic Airlines. Pittsburgh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go. Yeah, let's go over to Charlotte. Charlotte is the place to be right now because we got that line of aircraft inbound. So we're gonna go see what they're doing. And that. Why am I doing that? I can just type in its. Okay, Raleigh Durham. Right, these people look like they're coming in on runway 18 or sorry 23 right, I think. So if we want to watch on 23 right, we're gonna go take up some space. Let's take up a GA ramp so we're not complete jerk-offs, right? And hopefully, if we're lucky, we're gonna see the first Southwest airplane touchdown. 23 right here shortly. Go, go, go! Hurry, hurry, hurry! We gotta get there before they do. Okay, get in the plane, ready to fly. Get in the airplane. Drone mode. Drone mode. Up we go. Wee. Okay, 23 right here. We again reconnect this again one more time, and we should have our first one on final. Right over there. Right. 23 right. We're gonna have one come in on final. I don't see him off in the distance, but he is still a little bit away from here. So. And we can tune in on the comm frequency, listen to them if we want, although it might get loud. Just gotta make sure we don't transmit. Oh, okay. Either he missed or he's going to 23 left, which is over there. Now, oh, yeah, there he is. That's why we were not seeing him. Coming in on 23 left. Not sure why, but I guess that's probably the active runway right now. There they are. Alright, so the first airplane from SWA 1695. There they come. Doing great. Okay. Bro. Okay. Yep. Good. 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 Ooh, look at that aim point. Look at that. Almost center line runway, but, you know, hit the aim point pretty well. Looks like a smooth landing. He did recenter it. Excellent job, sir. Excellent job, or madam, whoever you are. Very, very good. Let's watch the next incoming. So the next incoming should be on final right now. So we've actually got two. We've got one coming in on 23 right and one on 27 left. Or 23 and 20 right. Words. 23 left and right. So we will we'll kind of like go back and forth on this one. Let me see if there's MSFS 2024 drone cam speed. Shift T, Shift G. Okay. Does that work? Shift T. Does it make it any faster? Nope, not really. Okay. So 23 left, 23 right. Let's watch our pals. They're actually coming in tandem, so this should actually be kind of cool. Very, very nice. I'm actually really excited for this one because you don't get tandems too often, but they are coming in next to each other, partners in crime, right? Like Bonnie and Clyde, or Clyde and Clyde, or Bonnie and Bonnie. We accept everyone here, right? So both from Denver, Colorado. Well, actually, I'm sorry. One is from Orlando, and the other one's from Denver, Colorado. So these people aren't even part of that train of people coming in, right? These guys are actually totally different, just happen to be arriving at the same time. Very cool. We like this. So there comes in our friend from Orlando. There on the right, if you can see him off in the distance, comes in our friend from Denver. So Denver and Orlando. Denver, Orlando, Denver, Orlando. So let's go. We're going to see Orlando touchdown first, and then we'll move over. He's coming in real low, but it's okay. He's within where he's supposed to be. Oh, brother. Oh, dude. No. What are you doing? Bro. Oh, my Jesus. Okay. Hey, it's okay. You know, my man, listen. That's when we go around, okay? What about you? How you doing? Nice, smooth, stabilized, kind of low. It's okay, early, huh? Okay. All right. You went back to center line. You know what? We'll give it to you. You guys did okay. And again, isn't the key that you made it to the ground? Even if the game is quite forgiving, maybe it wasn't even that. Right? Maybe it was actually like just the simulator. So we're not going to make any assumptions. Welcome to Charlotte. And welcome to Charlotte. You guys did a good job. I'm proud of you for trying. And that's okay, right? Because this is what it's all about. It's all about having some fun. It is not about who's doing the best landing. If it was real humans, they'd probably say it's about doing a good landing. But again, I can't actually say that that's what it is. Now, on 23 right, we got to go refocus our attention. 23 right, the line coming in from... Actually, are they going 23 right? No, they're going 23 left. Okay, so they're all coming in here. So this is the remainder of everyone coming in from that. Now, I really wish I could find out what group they're a part of because, let me see, Southwest Airlines, VA, Denver to Charlotte. Let me see if they have something for today. That's it. All right, so there's our first one off in the distance, if you can see it. It might be the Southwest Virtual Airlines. Or it's just friends hanging out, right? Events. Let's take a look at it today. It's the 26th. The event is called Road to Final. And then these guys are coming into Charlotte. ATSA. Okay, there we go. First one, incoming. All right, looking great. Early touchdown, but you made it. Hey, look at that. Look, I'm gonna do some cinematics here. Look how cool that is. Hell yeah, bro. Keep that nose up. Let Jesus take the wheel. Great job. We appreciate that. I am super proud of that one. So that was Southwest 1692 Rockin', let's not forget, the 738. And then followed by them is another 738. So we're talking 737-800. This is flight 7942. So it's 7942. How you coming in, brother? Looking good. Okay. Oh, are we going missed? We're going missed. You know what? That's what we do, right? If you're not stable, if you're not where you're expected to be, you go around, you go missed. And it's probably because the other one had not departed the runway yet. No, it looks like he departed. It was this guy, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is him. Okay. That's cool, bro. You know, this shit happens. Okay. So that's the first one. 7942 going around. Again, we do this when it makes sense and as you should, right? That is a proper piloting. And you know, I gotta say, again, FlightSim is a game. But some people take it as more than a game. Because, again, there are true flight enthusiasts out there who do not have a pilot's license, or maybe they do, and they're not ATPs, they're not freighters. They don't have the ability to fly the big planes, right? It's everyone's dream. I mean, I'm, I do something else by trade. I'm in a technical field, but, my dream was always to be a pilot, and I decided to pursue something else instead of, do what I really wanted to do, and that's okay. And maybe one day I'll have a midlife crisis and change midway, but what I'm trying to say is some people take this for real, and I am a firm believer that FlightSim is a learning tool. You cannot tell me otherwise. It may not teach you how the mechanics and the feel, because there is a feel component to driving a car, to racing a car, to flying an airplane. Everything has a feel that you need to create this muscle memory with. But to say that a flight simulator is not something that many people take seriously or even use as a learning tool, that would be a lie. Because number one, flight simulators are absolutely, without a doubt, good for practicing the procedures, practicing the stages of flight, right? Getting into that mindset. And part of that mindset is safety. Again, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it makes it really easy, unless you just don't want to fuck up your, 6-hour landing flight. Microsoft Flight Simulator makes it really easy to brush off a off-centerline landing, right? Or a bounce, or, overshooting the landing target, right? Or undershooting it and coming down really low over trees or whatever the hell it is you're doing. But some people, whether they're actually training or that's how they prefer to fly, some people would be like, oh, why go around? Well, I would argue that going around is part of the real flight experience, right? As a pilot, you will go around, right? As a pilot, you absolutely should go around if you are not comfortable with the setup that you're in. Absolutely. If you are not on a stabilized approach, there is no reason whatsoever why you should continue for landing. You should go around. Because if you don't, you're going to end up killing yourself in real life. That's just how it really goes. And so, what I'm trying to get at is that some people take this seriously. Some people, they don't get to fly for real. Or if they do, they don't get to fly these jets for real. But it doesn't matter. If you have a real interest in aviation, you're going to see that. You're going to see people going around instead of just pushing on with the landing because they're like, oh, well, this is FlightSim. Who cares? Right? That's what you don't want. Now, 7942, a little update on them. They are actually going around. They're currently, looks like they're coming back around. I don't know if they're going to try to squeeze in between the current incoming and the one right before him. All three of these guys are part of the group that came over from Denver. So we've got 8507 on basically a short final here. We can't see them yet, oddly enough, but they're there. And then, how high are they? They're at 1,200 feet. We should absolutely see them by now. And then behind them comes in flight 1982, and I think there they are. So 1982 coming in now, and then 7942 is placing themselves right now. They're making their base leg turn to final. See how this guy does. So not too bad. Okay, pitching up a little bit. That's fine. Overshot the landing aiming point. But look at that center line. Mostly center line. Good enough, right? You walk away from it, you're alive. So good job, 8507. So we got another one coming in. 1982 is next, and then did I just hear the reverse thrusters come on now? Damn. Okay, I hope not. Okay, let's go look at the next one. 1982 should be approaching, they're on final. They should be here in just a moment. All right, let's watch this one. So, again, we're going to do some cinema-style camera work. Whoa, yep, that's right. Very good. Past the aim point, but yeah, a little off-center. But again, I don't know if that's actually them for real or the simulator. But they corrected at the end towards the center line, which makes me believe that they were really off-center. And then they corrected, because, like, why would the game correct you at the end? Anywho, there's our next guy coming in. There they are. So this is 7942 coming in. They just turned final, and they should be approaching in our horizon here in just a minute. And then we'll actually have also a C750 coming in out of Pecos County, Texas. Don't know where the hell that is. Fort Stockton. But yeah, so we got that person coming in on runway 23 right. But 23 left, we're going to see Southwest 7942, and then the remaining Southwest pilots, there's 2 more coming in. They're not even on the approach yet, fully. Or maybe they are, but they're about to kind of make the turn for the approach. So we'll see what happens there, and then we'll go see them in the parking. Let's watch. Okay, so again, 7942 went around, did the right thing, wasn't ready for the landing. Look at that. Look at that money. Oh, hit the aim point, basically. You know what? I accept it. That's great. You know, and just because he did a go around and did it right, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I think that's more than fair. If he had hit on the center line, I would give him a 10 out of 10 because honestly, again, the fact that he went around, almost nobody ever goes around, and they probably should most of the time. So now let's go see our friend from Pecos County, Texas, coming in on the C750, right? So we should be seeing a nice little plane here. I can't go any faster. This is really slow. I don't know what aircraft sound I just heard, but we'll go see that. And then SWA 1698 is about to make their final, like, I don't know, 1/8 of a turn to final, coming in more than likely on 23 left, just like their colleagues did. Which is actually interesting that the bigger jets are landing on 23 left, which is actually a shorter runway, and then everyone else is landing on 23 right, meaning everyone else as in the tiny little aircraft that's about to come in here. So that makes absolutely no sense, but we're gonna go with it. And again, we'll do some cinema style video here. Look, he's way over there. He's coming in. Okay, let's see. We're looking for center line, aiming point, right? Not bouncing off the fort. Okay, man. Okay. Ooh. Okay. You know what? Before the aim. Oh. Bounced. Yeah, they bounced a little bit. Damn. But like, good on center and right near the aim point. So like, you know, not too shabby, bro. Not too shabby. By the way, all the Southwest Airlines airplanes, they came in a row. Like I said, from Denver, and they're all parked together. What friendship? Isn't that something? Friendship is an amazing thing. So let's go check these guys out. They're probably never going to see the stream, but these 5 people do not realize that they are now internet famous through the 0 views that I have currently, I'm sure. And that's okay. I am fine with that, right? I am talking basically to open air. Technically not right now, because my son is standing next to me, so he is listening to all this, and he's view 1. So he just saw these 5 Southwest airline pilots, just beautiful, mwah, chef's kiss, land. Nobody died, and I think that's the key of all flying, right? Don't die. If you make it to the ground, even if the airplane is a piece of shit now, that's fine. You made it. Look, here they are. Here are the heroes of today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another brother coming in. Right? There he is. So, 79, 42, went around, was not afraid to do it the right way. He is a master of his craft. Look at him coming in, finding his parking. I'm going to go find whoever these people are and send them this stream, just so they know that someone watched them. Guys, you all did a great job. Excellent work. You've made it. You're on the ground. Everyone is alive. And I couldn't be prouder of you. Right? This is what it's all about right there. So, and as we talk, is it just me? No, not yet. The other one's about to come in. We've got the next Southwest airline plane on final, and we're going to order some pizza. So I'm going to go on mute here, but we're going to shift back over to watch these guys' friends coming in, right? And then there's someone departing, but oh yeah, no, that is okay. So somebody is leaving Raleigh to go nowhere. It's a CL60, so they're about to take off here. Now, hopefully, they're going to follow the rules of the air and wait, depending on where this airplane is on final. And he's pretty close, so he should not take the runway right now. Right? He should not. Otherwise, people will die. And we can't have that. There's another airplane taxiing in. So that right there, you see, little guy. That is the one that just came in from Texas. So, yeah, basically, SYB 107. Do not take the runway, bro. Oh my God, you're gonna cause this guy to go around. You better take off fast. So, you know, again, for the guys from Southwest, if you ever get to watch this video and you're wondering why you're maybe gonna have to go around right now, you can thank this person who is lining up on the left side of the runway. That's the person who's gonna make. Oh wait, no, they're fixing it. They're fixing it, bro. You are on VATSIM, sir or madam. So you know that there's another airplane coming in. Or at least you should be monitoring. Yeah, it's okay. Well, you know what? Maybe it would have been fine. Maybe it's okay. Maybe you weren't wrong. Because you hightailed and got your ass out there. Nobody gave you clearance to do that because there's nobody at this airport. So it's not bad. But here comes in Southwest. Group friend number 7. Right, 1698 Southwest. Let's watch it. I'm going to get going here because he's going to catch up to me really fast. The drone is not that fast. Okay, we're doing good. Aim point, aim point, aim point. Oh, okay, very good. Off center. And again, I don't know if it's the game because they corrected over there. You see? Oh no, he's not correcting. I don't know. Maybe it was a nice center line. Again, if you got it right. Find this video and comment on it and tell us how good you did, because the game is obviously making them a liar. So now we're gonna wait the final Southwest Airlines arrival. 2854 is on final. They will be here in about a minute. Let's watch closely. All right, there is our friend. They have appeared on the horizon. Life is good. Hopefully, we're gonna have a cool ass landing here. Again, I believe in this person. I believe in the power. All right, there we go. Okay. Nice approach. Nope. You know what, guys? I gotta say, though, he was center. That was nice. Very nice. Center. I wish I would have given him the cinematic. Center line landing. Seems like he was close enough to the aim point, at least from what my standard here. Great work. Here are the 8 amigos and amigas, because, again, we don't discriminate. So, number 1 here. So I'd like to just give an award to all these people for their stellar flying, guys. And I'm not even just being a jerk about it. So first in line, we've got Mr. 1692, followed by 2651, followed by 3428, followed by 1695, followed by 1982, right? And then 7942 over here, and then finally 1698 just arrived over here. And from there, he is just parked out in the air, though. You did not take a gate, brother. You're supposed to take this one right there. That's yours. Or maybe that one. So I would pick one because your buddy is incoming, and he's going to need a gate. And you don't want to be the guy that screws up the formation. Okay? We don't do that. Wait, hold on. Is that... I did say that's it, right? Am I being stupid? Yeah, it is. That's right, because the last one is here. There you are, bro. Look at that. Excellent, excellent, excellent work. Again, I'm not trying to, pick favorites or anything, but you by far had the most quality landing. So excellent work. 2054. And I don't want to say the person's name, but this is Emmanuel. Emmanuel, great work. Very, very nice. And again, all of them did great. All landings you walk away from, and that's what we are here for. Some seemed a little bit off. Again, they were all good enough that, like, if your biggest problem is being off center line, not really that bad. I didn't really see any crazy bouncing. I didn't see anything like that. So, again, excellent work by this team. And I truly am going to try to find them and be like, hey, guys, I'm a streamer with 0 views, but I just wanted to let you know that you were being watched and celebrated, right? Celebrated. I loved seeing this. This is cool stuff. This means that literally 8 people today got together in some way, shape, or form, whether they live close to each other or they've never met each other face to face in their life. Maybe they even haven't talked to each other ever, right? And they're here at Charlotte, right? And they just came in. They came in together, and I mean, again, this is what it's all about, right? Video games do unite the world. You've seen it in real life. This is an example of that unity. And again, this is an example of what the flying community can be like. Flying is a passion we all love. Some of us are lucky enough to be in real airplanes. I don't fly nearly enough as I'd like to, right? I got a lot more work before I become a licensed pilot. A lot of work yet. I'm still very much in the infancy. But again, these people are coming together, and for the love of flying, for the love of sitting in front of their computer and emulating the fact that they can fly one of these gigantic beasts, right? And a lot of times to fly in this capacity, where you're flying on VATSIM, you're doing that, I mean, you might be a noob, but these people really take it seriously. Again, I think they're going for that quality. They're going for that experience of like, hey, I'm not an airline pilot, but maybe I wish I could be, right? And maybe I'll get there one day, but if I don't, I'm going to get on here on a Sunday, and I'm going to hang out with some cool people who also think this is awesome like I do, and we're going to go fly. So again, to give them a little bit of a cinematic, Mr. 16 or Mrs. 1698, we've got, of course, 2054, and, of course, we've got 7942, 1982, 1695, there we are. That car's just a jerk right now, up your ass like that. 3428, right? 2651, and last but not least, 1692. Okay? There it is. That's the whole fleet. And I'm gonna assume these guys are Southwest Airlines virtual, maybe, but I am gonna try to find out who they are and just, again, send them this video. Not that it matters much, because I don't want them to watch my stream. I just want you guys to know that, again, somebody was watching you, somebody saw your excellent work, and I am very proud. And you've made FlightSim proud today and VATSIM proud today. And you did it together, and it was actually a pleasure. I've been watching you since you pretty much departed Denver, right? When I was watching EWR Newark earlier. Okay, I thought you were doing some, non-approved reverse thrust, reverse thrust. Wow, words. Reverse thrust pushback. It's been out of protocol since the 70s, like Air Force Proud 95 said. All right, one disconnected, a bunch disconnected already. But again, great work, guys. Great, excellent work. I was happy to be the creeper watching you the whole time. So, with that said, let me finish ordering this pizza for dinner, and then, yeah, man, we're gonna go find another airport to go chill out at. Right? We're gonna go see what else is out there for us. I gotta order the pizza, otherwise we're never gonna eat, because it's 6:34 right now on the East Coast. So we're gonna go do that. Got a free pizza from Domino's, guys. I hate Domino's, but my son loves it. I'm not here to judge. I don't fully know why, but it's edible. It's good food, right? It's good enough. And if you use the right deals, you can get it for real cheap. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're just gonna have them delivered today because, like, as much as I want to go out, I'm here with you guys, and we've got to see people doing that. Now, over here, right before I gotta order this people. We're never gonna eat, but if we come over here, we're gonna see that someone. SWA 3428 is sparing no time. I don't know if his ass is heading back, if he's already got a different flight plan going, but he's ready to leave. He's done. He's like, yo, I'm out. I got here. I'm ready to go again. It's like when you get off of a roller coaster, you're like, again, and you just go around if they let you, and you hop back in line, right? Now, I'm almost tempted to go pick this up because, again, I don't want to support delivery, right? But this is Domino's, and they use their own delivery drivers, and even though they probably don't pay them fairly, because what company in America really pays their employees the fair wage that they deserve? Because this is what we decided to do with life, instead of anything good. So let's switch to delivery. Continue for delivery now. 31 to 46 minutes. I think we can accept that, right? It sucks because now there's a $5 fee for delivering this junk, and I'm gonna have to give a tip to the person, which is fine. We will tip, but that's expensive. So, not to go into a whole commentary on the state of our world, but please start cooking at home. Pizza on a weekend or whatever is fine. Right? I should probably go pick it up because these guys are literally 5 minutes away, but I am streaming. You are worth the $5. All 0 viewers, but mostly the people in SWA, Virtual Airlines, or whoever it was, that are going to be possibly seeing this video later. I just hope it's a memorable moment for them where they cut it out, right? They can download this video from YouTube, cut it out, and be like, hey guys, look, we've got video proof of somebody commenting on our landings. So I'm going to check out the pizza so we can actually eat here once they make it. Please don't ring our doorbell. My dog will go insane and get pissed. Alright, check out. Alright. Apple Pay that. Oh, they're going. Alright, where are they going? Can we find out? They're going back to Denver! You are committed, bro. Committed. So he's going, or she is going back to Denver, right? This is awesome. I kind of want to, if I'm on stream when they land, I kind of want to do this. So go you, dude. He's committed, and it also looks like 2651 may be committed as well. But they came in from Orlando, so they're not part of this group, even though they maybe they are, right? Maybe they all are still part of the same virtual airline or event group or whatever they're doing. But this guy just happened to want to fly from Orlando for some reason. That's dope. So we're going to stick with you, Mr. 3428. We're going to follow you to your departure because this was really cool experience. I'm glad we came out to Charlotte here because EWR was nowhere near as cool as this. And so while we wait for him here to get ready to line up, go see if I can locate who the heck they were. Alright. I'm not going to be able to follow them, but I'll try to follow them at least on a takeoff roll. Okay, going wide so that you can turn it. Use as much of the runway as you can. Yes. Yes, proper thing to do. I mean, not every pilot wants to do it, but that is a real-world thing to do, especially if you are heavy. Sometimes you need more runway. You really want every little inch of runway, because again, if you have to call abort before V1, you really want, you know, realistically, as much runway as possible so that you can go about this safely, right? So let's watch them go. I mean, gotta give it to Southwest, man. If this was real, that was a hell of a turnaround. Refueled, restocked, and reboarded a DoD plane and boarded a whole set of people. So, all right, Godspeed, clear for takeoff. Runway 23 left. Yes. SWA, whatever it was, 3428. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, see, drone can't keep up anymore. That's it. He's at takeoff speed. Yeah, I really do think, because like, I imagine like a pilot who's going to fly like this, you know, I think everyone was probably spot on, because like you see how it's off, that's probably just deviation, more than likely. So I'm pretty certain that all these people actually hit the center line for the most part, right? There you go. So you see why you get every inch of runway. He was probably heavy as shit, because like that looked like a proper roll. So he was probably really heavy at this point. And needed that full runway. And again, that runway is nowhere near as long as 23 right? 23 right has about a third of the length extra. So, yeah, man. Wow. You know, really, really, really cool stuff. This is what we live for. So now Denver's dead. I really want to follow that guy, but like I won't, you know, I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. If the drone actually let me follow him over, we would. But here on VATSIM radar, we are going to tag him, and we're going to put a pin on him, and we're going to be able to keep an eye on his progress. Funny enough, somebody just we actually missed him. 737-900 just took off from Raleigh-Durham, right, and is on their way to the ATL. So they're going over there. But actually, they're not going to Atlanta. It just hasn't updated yet. There we go. Yes, that person is on their way to. Yeah, it does say he's going to Atlanta. So, yeah. Okay. They are going there. That's it. We're just being weird on the side here. Okay. So we got that. Let's see what else we should go check out. EWR has some people on the ground, nothing crazy. A lot of FedEx planes, a lot of people doing cargo. I mean, cargo is where the money is, even if it's not real. That would make sense. So I feel like we should jump in a flight. I think we can get up to, if we go from EWR, we can probably prep and be out and ship in time to eat. So do we want to do that? Or do we want to keep plane watching? Let's do this. Before we jump on a plane, let's go see if there's any airplane that deserves, a watch. Now, I do see there's quite a few people, it seems like they're coming into the ATL. Somebody just flew on VATSIM with no flight plan. And they like legit did it all the way to the ATL. They flew in a whole flight, no flight plan. But whatever, it's just like, that's part of the symbolism, the realism, right? You go ahead and you set a flight plan. Okay, anyway, so let's see. Now, it seems like there's quite air traffic control as far as that goes. Mostly the West Coast at this point, Midwest and West Coast. So we've got some people covering, like, for example, Wichita and MCI, right? That's Kansas City International. You got some people at Dallas-Fort Worth. So Dallas-Fort Worth, while there isn't a lot of airplanes on the ground, actually, there's quite a bit going on at DFW. There's 7 planes on the ground, and a few people circling somehow, so... No, they've all left. Okay, so there's only one inbound. That came in from Chicago O'Hare. So, DFW is not the place to go watch. Kansas City really isn't either. Oklahoma City, let's see. Obviously, our one buddy's going back to Denver, which, like, there's a few people at Denver, you know, but that's not a hot spot right now. I was thinking that maybe there were some people here over in Salt Lake City, but there really isn't. Somebody just left Salt Lake. 2 of them did. A lot more happening in SFO. So SFO seems to be the hot spot right now. So why don't we go over to San Francisco? That actually might be a cool view. And then from there, if I'm not too hungry, we might take a flight. This was meant to be plane watching, right? So as much as I want to fly in front of you guys so you can judge my shitty flying, I'm kidding, it's not that bad. Okay, and our pizza's in the oven. That's awesome. I'm just trying to get some... Sorry for the horrible ASMR-like noises. I hate ASMR, by the way. I mean, as a person who, you know, I'm a quite a bit ADHD, and you know, I have my share of enjoying weird sounds and noises and whatever else. ASMR is the worst thing on earth. I literally hate those people. Yeah, I'm talking about the people who sit there and like they click and they chew and they fucking, you know, masticate, right? That's chewing, of course. That sit there making those videos and like crinkling up paper and shit in their microphone. Oh god, I just want to throw myself off a bridge. The world is weird. But again, neurodivergency, or maybe even lack thereof, I don't know which one that really aligns with, is a thing. And we will not judge the people who may have their own proclivities, right? That I might want to laugh at, because, but anyway, it's just, I hate it. It literally makes my blood boil. My brain can't stand those sounds. I feel really horrible and awkward and uncomfortable when I hear them, and that sounds like a personal problem. I'm gonna be straight with you, it really does. But yeah, like, god, I hate that sound. So whatever you're hearing right now, I apologize for it. If you like it, just say yes, daddy. It's weird. But ASMR, no go. ASMR, bad for your health. My opinion, your results may vary. Do not come after me for having an opinion that is like that. Alright, cool. So let's reconnect here, because right now we can't see a damn thing. But what we should have is, we have a Frontier Airlines, I think, heading over to takeoff. We have a Delta Airlines that just landed right here. A bunch of people. So, by the way, traffic now is all real. Everything you're seeing is VATSIM, right? There is no more simulation traffic or AI traffic, nothing like that. These are all real people doing real things in virtual life. So, we're going to follow our friend here. Now, somebody just came in, United Airlines 1045, came in runway 28 right. Okay. We, of course, hear the reverse thrust coming in, and they just arrived in from Denver, United Airlines 1045. Great work. Looks like you're on the center line. Looked clean, looked healthy. Welcome home. You know, that's all I can say right now. Welcome home. If this is where your home is, if it's not, welcome, and get the fuck out. Just kidding. We appreciate love all. So, SFO is looking a little bit busier right now. We've got another United Airlines coming in. We just had somebody take off for Harry Reid, so they're going to Las Vegas, baby. And then we've got another United Airlines coming in. We've got a somebody going to Sacramento. We've got somebody going to San Jose. So but there's going to be some departures here soon. A lot of people leaving. So again, let's go appreciate our takeoff roll here. That's going to happen. And what a beautiful what a beautiful airport. Right on the water, very much like Boston. Just great to see. I've actually been to this airport. Really cool. Landing was really cool. We actually got lucky and got to see a tandem. So as we were coming in, there was somebody, and I believe if I remember correctly, we were coming in here actually on 20 left. So 20 right had another person. So we're like literally looking out the window because I was on the right side of the airplane, and you're seeing obviously another airplane coming in pretty much at roughly the same time with us. We kind of ended up lining up. Obviously in real life, sterile cockpit applies during that time, but I do wonder if those pilots meet up later. They're like, hey, bro, hey, girl, I saw you there. Sorry, one more ASMR noise and I'll stop it. I'm getting these Q-tips because I'm trying to clean something here while we watch these departures. Rolling. Full throttle, buddy. There you go. So, aren't you excited? Probably heavy. Might be heavy because that's a pretty slow roll there for a minute. So, there they go. Bon voyage. Have a safe flight. Okay, and they are airborne off to wherever they're going. So, with that said, let's refocus back on the runway threshold here as we await who is coming in. Forgot, it's another United aircraft, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Frontier just took off, United 1593, in from Newark. In from over our area, man. You came far, dude. He's been active for how long now? Let me see if I can see his airplane because it wasn't giving me the detail for it. Online for 3 hours and 57 minutes. So, my brother, I know you use a little bit of simulation rate hike up there, but that's okay. If you don't have the actual, 5 hours to fly from Newark to there? Right, and here's our United Airlines. This is the 777-200 coming in from Newark. So, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty common flight, right? Pretty common. A lot of people coming through, but I don't think it's like nice. Very, very nice. Wonderful work. That looked nice and clean. So, props to the pilot. Not bad at all. 629 hours and 1,143 ATC hours. Wow. So you're a jack of all trades, aren't you? That's very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. So, yeah, this person has done it all. They have a lot of time, a lot of student time. So, wow, okay, 629 hours in pilot, 1,100 hours, 1,143 hours in controller, 835 hours of ATIS, and then 21 hours of observing, right? So, really, really cool. This person, I won't say who they really are. I mean, again, you can find out if you want to, but this person's an S2, and if I remember, an S2 is a commercial license pilot. Well, either way, kudos, man. Kudos, or lady, right? Great work. They're parking up, right? And let's see, what else do we have coming into SFO? We have another United 611 coming in from Tampa. They're 4,200 feet, so they're not they're on final. You know, they're coming in over the bay just now. And then let's see who else is coming in. So Harry Reid, that person is going to Las Vegas, right? Everyone is going away from SFO right now. There is no incoming, but there should be more outbound here in a minute. And it is towered, right? Just so you know. So this is being handled right now by ATC. We've got Tower Natus, so the one person handling that traffic. United 1593 is going to park, and then so as pending, what do we've got here? We've got United Airlines at their gate going to Cancun. Hell yeah, bro, in an A320. Enjoy Cancun, I loved it. A321neo is leaving for Dallas-Fort Worth soon. We've got a A330, awesome, going to LAX. And then we've got another, an A320 going to LAX. And then we actually just saw a pushback of someone going to Orange County, KSNA. I don't remember what that is. Maybe Disney World, who the fuck knows. 737-800. Our 777's finding a spot, probably a massive fucking spot. I'm assuming he's going to take F-15 here. And then we've got a person who came in, Delta Airlines 920, came in from Salt Lake City, right? They've been here for a minute. And then that's it. That's everyone at SFO right now. So we've got 6 departures coming up. One is about to get on the road here. Now. Do we stick around for all these takeoffs? Because, like, I don't know. Do I really need it? You know? But we're going to sit around at least for United Airlines 611, who is just inbound. And he's inbound on, well, he's going to be 28 left. At least that's what it looks like his alignment is. 28 left. So, you know, we're gonna go see him, see his incoming pass here. Great work again. You know, it's funny, now that we're talking about like stats and shit, I kind of want to know my stats. What I don't have a lot of hours on VATSIM, unfortunately. So, you know, the worst part is that, like, I've been flight simming since literally FlightSim 2002. You know, yeah, I'm born in the 90s, right? So that's the oldest one I played on. I played the older ones, right? But regularly, like, I purchased it at the time as a kid, whatever. 2002 was the first one. I've been flying it lots, and, you know, if I probably totaled the hours, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 hours easily of FlightSim total. But, you know, I had an old VATSIM account, never really did much with it. I got on it maybe once or twice, whatever. Not nearly enough. But yeah, you know, there are some people here who are, like, going crazy, but I don't have that much. But I'm still going to want to see my stats, just to be like, hey, you know, this is cool. What have I done? I've been an observer for 5 hours. I have 95 hours of flight time, 95 and a half hours of flight time. So I pretty much fly American and TAP. Those are the two. And in this case, I am. Yeah, man, I gotta get my numbers up. These are rookie numbers. Going back, if you remember the guy who decided to leave for Denver, I was just looking at his stats here. Dude or lady has 10,000 hours, 10,400 hours. That's fucking insane. That's like career level hours, right? We're talking to a person who has flight simmed on VATSIM. And again, these are total hours, so I don't know. But it says flight hours specifically, so I'm assuming it's counting just, you know, pilot and command, whatever, like actual aircraft time. Okay, maybe I was wrong. He is coming in on 28, right? Because that's what he's aligned for now. Yeah, And usually so there's such a thing that'll happen. I don't know why they would have done it, but sometimes they, if there's a lot of traffic, on a same approach, same heading, same everything, they will like move you over a runway even when you're on final. I'm pretty sure. So let's see how my friend here does. Great center line coming in. Hit the aim point. I mean, that's good. That's good. I give it excellent work. Great landing. Welcome to SFO. Wow. Just wow. Like, seeing some good quality stuff here today, right? And that's what makes it even more fun. It's like, obviously I love to see everyone, whether you eat it, whether you do it, or whether you do a stellar job. And it's fun to see just the great work. But that was a hell of a landing. Very good. Very clean, center lined, just past the aiming point. Speed looked good, right? Nice. Kept that nose up. Hell yeah. Right? So he's doing the right thing. He's going to go towards, not the end of the runway. He's probably going to turn off here at, I forget which one that is. I don't fly to SFO very much. Echo? Maybe? Is this Echo? Yeah, if he's not going to get off at Echo, then, if I remember correctly, the one after is, what would it be? Foxtrot, right? No, Foxtrot is like over there somewhere. Was I anywhere near right? Hey, Echo! That was right. Cool. Nice work, sir. Nobody's there. You can cross. Only 28 left. And we've got that departure going. So, United 1441, right? You're sitting over there ready to go to Orange County, if I remember correctly. There we go. So United 1441 is on their way. There we go. Full throttle down the runway. Just barreling through in a 737-800. Sorry for the background noise from the speakers. He is on that center line. Nice rotation and airborne he goes. Or she. Right. Now I keep saying that, but I should be saying they. Just because I want to be inclusive to everybody, right? Like whatever they are. I don't want to assume it's just guys. It's not just guys that enjoy this shit, right? Although I can easily find out who they are, but again, we're just getting into. There's no need to go into all that. They are doing a great job. So, all right. It looks like Delta Airlines 845 is ready to go to LAX, right? If you guys remember LAX bound. Oh crap! United. What did I say? Did they just fly off the runway? No. Oh, okay. It shows 1441 as like literally just flew off the map. What? Oh, I'm being so stupid. That's the guy that took off. Wow. That is amazing. Okay, that was a moment of, you know what kind of moment that was. That was a dumb moment is what it was. All right. SFO looking real nice. So cool, so awesome, so great. But this is boring. So why don't we check on our Southwest Airlines friend here. So yeah, he departed North Carolina a little while ago. He's already trying to find out like what town roughly is he over, but he's cruising well, 32,000 feet. He's already up there. He's still climbing though. He's not at his cruise altitude. If I think I saw correctly, I think his cruise altitude is going to be more like. Yeah, 36,000 feet is what he's going to. So he's on his way. Yeah, he's still technically in North Carolina. Actually, no, he's still in North Carolina. Yeah, he's still there, but making his way. Isn't that North Carolina? Shit, man, I think it is. Yeah, no, because he just passed Charlotte. Yeah, so he's on his way. It's gonna be a while before he hits Denver, right? So basically, we're gonna see him go through a few things. He's gonna go right through in Tennessee here, KBNA. I forget what this is. Isn't it KBNA? Yeah. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. So he's going through there, and then maybe turning slightly north, going through a few different waypoints. But he's going through a few states, right? He's going through Missouri. He flies through Kansas, and then basically over there to Colorado, to Denver. I've never been to Colorado. It's somewhere I'd like to go. I'd like to check it out. Alright, how long have we been streaming? I obviously want to stay on forever, but food is going to be here shortly. I want to eat. I am hungry. I don't know why that's happening. So, overall, been doing great, you know. Everyone's been very spectacular today. I am very impressed, and we've been here almost 2 hours, which is not usually. I usually can go a lot longer, but you know, I feel like it's going to be a good stopping point here as soon as it says the pizza was delivered. Right, once it says it's here. Oh God, does it actually say hand it to me? Because I did not say I wanted that. Pretty sure I said leave it, but we'll see. So, another interesting phenomenon. There is a crapload of people going from Boston to Hartsfield-Jackson. So there's Delta Airlines, and then three JBU. I forget. I don't know who the hell JBU is, but they're all pretty much going the same place. What is JBU Airlines? Jubilee? JetBlue. Oh wow, that's stupid. Of course it's JetBlue. So yeah, a bunch of people going from Boston to Atlanta, or Atlanta, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, cool. So there's a nice. You always look for the strings. You look for the patterns. Lots of people going to Hartsfield-Jackson, right? The ATL seems to be really popular overall, and it is a popular airport, right? It's a hub. It's massive, right? I mean, these guys are not playing around, right? There's a reason why you have five runways, 4, you know, I guess primary ones, but 28 is also that far off. Oh God, of course they rang the doorbell. I'll be back. My friends, the pizza is here. That means it's time for me to eat and time for me to say bye to you. But I hope this was fun. I had a blast. This was a great little stream we did, and we'll be streaming again here soon. But thank you all. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and good evening, good morning, whatever it is where you are. I appreciate you sticking with me. Catch you later.